Hi guys, this is Ramsey45 and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV's job quest, continue on from my last recording. And yeah, I kind of feel bad that Rana, of all people, disobeyed the Guildmaster's request to staying by my side and rushing on her own to get ambushed and later rescued by me. Oof. I wonder, well, granted, she could be she could be a little more harsher on her, but she kind of got off the hook a little bit there. Anyway, let's continue with the level 65 job quest. A dance with the Duskwights. It's good to see you, Artorias. You'll be pleased to hear that our exhibition in the sun was a rousing success. Rana gave quite the inspired performance. It would seem the girl has indeed taken her lesson to heart. That leaves Gridai as the final stop of our 3-nation tour. I mean, to depart immediately, but I must confess that the curious developments in Ul'dah has given me pause. Upon our arrival, let us first pay a visit to the Anders Nest and inquire as to any strange happenings about town. Don't ask me why, but I believe it is the best way to stay vigilant. Alright then. Right, Ul'dah it is. Alright, here we are. Ah, Taurus, I'm sorry to say that my fears appears to be well founded. Gridina too has been seen its fair shares of social unrest of late. Pray explain the situation to my colleague, good sir. You're familiar with the Duskwight? Yes, they are a clan of Elzen who eschew a shackle of urban life instead of choose to live in isolation. For the most part, both sides choose to leave the others well, enough alone. Recently, however, events have taken to a troubling turn. A group of Duskwights has been assembling for reasons unknown, holding secret gatherings on the outskirts of the forest. Whether their aim, we must be quite certain it is not for the good. No, it's nothing good. The Twin Elder is content to let them provide. The Twin Elder is content to let them be, provided they do us no harm. But will they turn to thieving and treading our way of life? We cannot simply turn a blind eye. To say that tension between the Duskwight and our citizens has been rising would be an understatement. To this point, troublemakers among the devices had primarily acted alone, which makes the manner in which they are now plotting something together in plain sight, along with that is more concerning. Some here in the nest even believe that they are sowing the seeds for violent uprisings. As fortune would have it, these Duskwights gravity rousers have recently been sighted in particular frequency in the immediate vicinity in the venue where I hope to hold our performance. Oof. Needless to say, we must address the immediate danger before we can think of going forward. Our performance, Artorias, Rana. What say we investigate the matter together this time? Ooh. Well, having a party tree is better than one. Consider it done. I'll make up for my failure. Just watch me. Once I soothe the Duskwights' hearts with my dance, Ryan will be the furthest thing from their minds. Thank you, friends. That settles it then. Leave the matters of the Duskwights, the Molojus, to my colleagues here. I suppose there will be some merit in delegating the task to you, rather than risking fanning the flames between the Duskwights and our own citizens. And yet, you are a dancer trope, are you not? Are you certain that your friends are up to the task of suppressing the armed revolt? You can be assured that they are. For what it's worth, I too will be accompanying Rana and Artorias, assuring that everything is in order. Besides, there is something that I would confirm with my own eye. And with that, we should be on our way. The Duskwights in question are said to be congregating in the South Shroud. Let us meet first at the local tavern and formulate a plan of attack. Alright, that sounds like a good way to start out things. Alright, to the inn, which I went by mistake earlier. And here we are. According to one of the regulars here, the Dice troublemakers were seen not long ago, just to the northeast of here, and just not all the rumors say they were, and I quote, "Garroting and undulating is the most curious way." Whatever it was that what we witnessed in Talion, it seems likely it is affected the people here as well. We must investigate the matter with all speed. Come, now! Alright. Time to investigate why these people are dancing. Maybe they have the dancing fever. Artorias, Mistress Nashmeira, I think I saw something. Over there, behind the bushes. Well, I found Elzen dancing. That's it! It's the same creepy dance I saw in Ul'dah. That dance... The dance of the dam. Yes, it is just as I feared. I'll explain everything in good time. For the moment, I'll just leave them to me. Sure. Begone, meddler! Leave us to our dancing. You go, girl! What in the... My legs! As if they have a mind of their own! A spirit? That was... unexpected. Mistress Nashmeira, look out! Kinda late for that. Don't worry, I'll get rid of this post-haste. Alright, let's deal with this rabble. Well, one thing. I only got like half of his life already. It's gonna be quick. And bye. Forgive me, Artorias, and I thank you. And I think I was scolding poor Reynolds for her overconfidence. In my heyday, I would have made short work of that thing, but alas, those days are long behind me. Don't be too hard on yourself, Mistress Nashmeira. We all have our bad days, and besides, it's not as if you were just being reckless like me. But never mind that. What in the world did you just see? Don't be too hard on yourself, Mistress Nashmeira. We all have our bad days. And besides, it's not like you were just being reckless like me. But never mind that. What in the world did I just see? That creepy dance? That strange cloud of black aether? What does all this mean, Mistress Nashmeira? Come on now. I know you know more than you're letting on. I do, and I finally intend to share my knowledge with you, once I have seen what I must see with my own two eyes. In the meantime, someone should hand over these men to the twin adders. I suppose you're right, and we must treat your wound as well. Artorias, can I ask you to return to the Aether's nest and deliver our report? I'll attend to Mistress Nashmeira's scratch and see that no other troublemaking Duskwights show up. Alright. Back to Gridania. And here we are. What's this? You apprehend the Duskwights' miscreants for us? Splendid! On the behalf of all the Gridanians, you have our gratitude. We will dispatch a unit to the South Shroud at once. No problem for doing your work. My apologies for the delay, Artorias. I'm pleased to report that our dancing Duskwight friends has been handed over to the proper authorities. And Reynolds patched up my wounds, good as new. With a significant rest, I should be back on the stage in no time. But did you say you were like not taking center stage anymore because of certain reasons? Not on my watch, you won't. I mean, pray do not ever exert yourself, Mistress Nashmeira. You need your rest. I told you, I can't hand over the covet myself. I know, Rena, and yet I wanted to be there myself when they awoke. It played out exactly as I expected. They remembered little of nothing about their dancing, their secret gathering, or any of the conversations that led up to it all. Just being stubborn, no doubt. Worry not, friends. The Twin Enders will carry on a proper investigation, interrogation. And yet, one thing concerns me. Is it true that these events bear a striking similarities to the situation you witnessed in Ul'dah? Well, yeah, we just came from there. What you have witnessed is no other than the Totendas, a dance of the damned, and it's our God's given duty as dancers to see that is never danced again. The Dance of the Damned, our mission. What are you rambling about, Mistress Nashmeira? I thought our mission was to lend strength and succor to the suffering, and lift the spirits of the realm. Well, that's what she said before all this. That it is, and yet the truth of exactly That is it, and yet the truth of exactly what this entails runs far deeper. Throughout our story's storied history, the dancers of the Troublemakers have saved countless lands time and again from a fate most dire. When war and calamity ravage the land, fear and anger fill men's hearts. These emotions fester, racking with the air around us. In the air we breathe, the ground beneath our feet, to form an etheric manifestation of malice that spreads like a dark cloud across the land. The weak, the downtrodden, the scorned and suffering. Sadly, It is these people who are often the quickest to fall prey to the dark despair. Left unchecked, the sorrow fully consumes them, their hearts, their minds. In the end, even their control of their very limbs is taken from them. Wow. Stripped from the very last semblance of sanity, they fell about in a manner most hideous. Tales tell of mothers blissfully unaware as they trampled their beloved children. Men who danced so violently they stripped their limbs from their own body. This is the Totentas, the dance of the damned. What madness is this? If you speak true, this damned dance you speak of rises from the fear and anger in the people's hearts. Why did it not manifest itself in the wake of the calamity in Yorza's darkest hour? Call me mad, but I think I understand. In time of greatest crisis, just surviving for another day requires all the strength we can muster. People have either the time nor the freedom of mind to dwell on emotions like hatred or anger. Renner has right of it. It is precisely at this time, a time when Yorza has made great strides in its recovery. Yet another wound still goes undressed, that your people are most susceptible to that damnable dance. So that is why our art was born so many ages ago, not just to drive out the darkness from people's hearts, in the fictive sense, but it's literally cast out etheric shadows and free the afflicted from the clutches of the Totentas. Yes, this is the truth of the folk fashion, passed down from principle to principle for generations. What I did for the Duskwights was to use my dance to extract the darkness from their hearts, and give it physical form that we can be struck down and banish. All this darkness thing kind of reminds me of Kingdom of Hearts and the Dark Gate and everything else. It's been several centuries since the menace of the Totentas last reared its ugly head. To be honest, when we first came to Yorza, I was unsure as to what we would encounter. So as not to worry the two of you overmuch, I kept the truth from you. Well, granted, you could at least told us earlier. We can probably prepare for it. Yes, now that I've seen it with my own eyes, our mission cannot be more clearer. As the inheritors of the Duskwights, we must cleanse the shadow of the Totentas from this realm. I beg your forgiveness for the secrecy, my friend, and I ask that you lend me your aid. Well, you can count on me, but first... Fine, but no more secrets. Of course you can count on us. After all, Torres and I are dancers of the trope, Fashion. 2. And it's like you always say, a dancer never abandons her partner. Why should we carry on the burden of saving the whole realm all by yourself? Exactly. Rena, Artorias, after all the harsh words and hidden truths, you're truly far too kind. I must confess that I'm still struggling to understand all this, but one thing is clear. This dancing academic you speak of poses a graver danger to our realm. I will contact the other grand companies and immediately apprise them of the threat. Should be any report of similar phenomena in other nations, we should call upon you to deal with the matter. Forgive us the improvisation, but clearly this is beyond our ability. No shit, it is. Leave it to us. No would honor us more if the nations of Yorza would place their trust in the trope of Fashion, and allow us to form for their people. Well, see you, Mr. Soldier Grunt. And with that, only Iskar and Aluminium remains in our itinerary. Of the two of the two, Ishgard has more than one thing for his people to recover from the scars of war. Let us make to our next destination. At any rate, we need more time to properly prepare for the confrontation ahead. In the meantime, Rena, you are to continue your performances. You require more practice still before I can beseech to you all the secrets of the Duskwights. You can count on me, Mistress Nashmeira. And you, Ataris, pray continue to hone your skill in battle. If you hope to prevail against Totentas, we need your martial skills as much as we need your dancing. For now, it is not enough that we can lure the shadow of the people's hearts. We must dispel the darkness for good, lest it simply drift on until we find another unexpected host. Yes, we'll be needing your strength more than ever. And with that, I too shall prepare myself. Our true last act draws ever closer at hand. And dance with the Duskwights, done? And done. Next one is at the Holy See and Ishgard. Oof. Alright, so my thoughts on the Dance at the Dam and everything. It's like, this gives me a lot of vibes of Kingdom Hearts, where you have to save the hearts and not get consumed by the darkness. Like, I guess they took some inspiration to that, but still, that gives me more inkling to play Kingdom Hearts more than ever, just because of this job quest for the dancer and whatnot. But overall, I kind of liked it. Hopefully, Rena can step up her pace, and I kind of saw another side of the principal. I'm very curious what she was like in her prime and everything. But anywho, I think I'll save that for the next recording session for Final Fantasy XIV for level 68. Yeah, 68 for the dancer job quest. So, I'll end the recording here. But before I go, I hope you guys enjoyed this 30 minute long recording for the job quest, and stay tuned for future projects on my channel like Final Fantasy XIV job quests, role quests, main story quests, trials, relic weapons, primal trials whenever I start doing some of them. I guess I can start doing the ones in Stormblood, since I need to start farming the doggo mounts at some point. Well, granted, a little bit slightly easier now compared to how when it was first released. And maybe do some of the ones in Stormblood Shadowbringers, because there's a few dragons I like to collect, namely Hades, because that Hades theme is just that's so badass. With that being said, this has been RayC45. Keep gaming, everyone, and stay tuned for more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. Take care, everyone. No, take care, everyone, and have a pleasant 14th day.